everyone. Welcome back to SQL in Minutes. Today, I came up with a one more interesting question called exclusive user for each client, right? So we need to let's see the query. Write a query that return a number of users who are exclusive to only one client. This is the important thing, right? And then the output should be client name, client ID and the number of such exclusive users. Okay, so let's try to understand what kind of a table we need. So let's make some assumptions here, right? So for assumptions, I'm assuming we need only one table, which is called event table, right? So in the event table, let's say we have user ID and then corresponding to client ID, right? So we need only these things. Okay, I will tell you why we need only one table. Okay, let's try to break down the problem and understand with a some simple data. Okay, the steps what we need to do, and then I will also explain with a small dummy data so that you will have like a some sense what exactly the problem and then what is the output we are getting. Okay, and then we can go ahead and write the query, right? So for the first step, what if you see here, we need to find out number of users who are exclusive to only one client, correct? So first of all, we need to understand count of the number of, sorry, let me write in this way. What we need to understand was count the number of clients for each user. Okay. So now what we will get, let's say we will get like a for each user how many clients. After that, we need to pick users whose client count equal to one, because this is nothing but we need to pick a exclusive, right? When I say exclusive, it should be equal to one. Okay, and we need to count all exclusive users for each client. Okay, so in this way we get everything. Okay, so these are the three steps. Now let's try to understand with some dummy data how it look like. Okay, I will try to write some dummy data here. Let's say what we assumed was we have a event table, right? So let's say we can assume event ID also, client ID, then maybe I will write user ID, right? So this is how our table schema is there. Let's say we have some four events, and then client ID is X, X, Y, Z. Okay, and then maybe we have a user ID called 201, 202, 201, and then 203, right? So now, if you see, as per the say, first of all, we need to count the number of clients for each user, right? So now let's try to see. In the first step, we need to count like a number of clients for each user. Now I will have user ID, and then maybe I will write that as a num clients. Okay. So now, if you see here, how many users we have? We have 201, 202, 203, right? So we will get 201, 202, 203. And then number of clients. For 201, we have two clients. One is X here, Y here, right? So two clients. For 202, we have one. For 203, we have one. Okay. So this is a first step. We have counted. Now what we need to take? We need to take only exclusive users, right? So now we clearly understand 202, 203 are exclusive users to only these clients, which is Y comma Z. So our final output will look like client ID and number of exclusive user count, right? We need the exclusive user count. So what is a client ID for X? Do we have any client ID? I mean, do we have any exclusive users for X client? Yes. So if you see 202 is having like a only client ID one. So which means that you will have one. Okay, for 203, you have like a client ID which is Z, right? So for Z ID, sorry, for Z client, we have like a one more exclusive user, which is nothing but one. Okay, got it? So for Y, we don't have any exclusive users, right? So it's okay, like you can keep the zero, or like maybe they just wanted to return at a client. I mean, they just wanted to return for the clients who are exist. Okay, so for Y, we did not have because this 201 is having like a client ID X and Y. Okay, so now we understood the theory. Let's try to write query. Okay, the query is it's a bit easy only because we now understood the theory part. So let's try to write a query here. Let me grab some space. Okay, so first thing, what I need was I need the user ID. Okay, and then what I need to count? I need to count distinct client ID as num clients, and then that is present in my events table. Okay, and I need to group by user ID. Okay, this is what I need to do. So now what I am doing was I'm wrapping this entire thing in some CTE called user client counts as. Okay, now what I need to do, now what I have this table. So when I say after this CTE, I will be having this one 201 and the count is 2. 202 count is 1. 203 count is 1. Okay, like that. Now here comes the main part. Now I need to select. Okay, I'm gonna take again my events table as E, and I need to inner join with the above table user client counts as UCC. Let's assume UCC as alias, and I need to join on E dot my user ID UCC dot user ID. Okay, because I need to take the clients, right? Client count. That's why I'm joining, and then I need only users who are whose count is equal to 1, right? So now I will do UCC dot num clients equal to 1. Okay. So now by this filter, I will get like a only users with the client ID or client count equal to 1. Now let's see. In the select statement, I need client ID and count distinct user ID. Okay, I need to get like a who are those total exclusive users, right? And then I need to group by client ID, and you can also do some order by as well. Order by I'm joining with total exclusive users, and then I'm sorting it. Okay, so this is a simple query. So now after at the end of the this query, you will get a client ID, which is nothing but here in our case is X, and then the number of total exclusive users is 1, and then Z is also 1. Okay, so that's the query. Okay, that's it. So let's say if you want to understand, let's say if you want to get like a all the clients, let's say for Y is also you need to understand what is a exclusive user count. Ideally it says zero, right? So you can just change this join and then you can play around with it. Okay, that's it. So thank you so much. I hope this helped you. So hit like and subscribe button for more interesting questions. Always remember, everyone can learn SQL, everyone has to learn SQL. Thank you.